here. Yo, yeah, I don't know what happened. It was redlining, and then all of a sudden it stopped. So, which is fine, because I already had this backup when ready. So I just had to activate my ticker. So I was waiting for a few people to pop back in. Oh, was it YouTube that took it down? Okay. Yeah, I do not know. So I'm not, let me see, let me check my mail. Let's see here. Well, the only thing I got from YouTube was let's see here. No, the only thing I said yeah, that's so I already took let me make sure yeah, I don't know what terms I would have violated, but let me go ahead All right, hold on. Let me get my. I just plugged that in, and my phone's ringing. Hold on. All right. No, I switched my mic. I took off my headset and everything. So no, I've not received anything from YouTube. I think what may have happened, however, is we're supposed to set our videos um, for um, for certain things, and I did not do that for that video. I did forget about that on that video. So um, yeah. So let me, yeah, because I'm not seeing any type of copyright issues here. They usually will give that to you immediately. So let's see here. But that's why I have the backup stream. Okay. So so I can go to manage, stream, blah, blah, blah. Okay. All right. So I'm back. I'm back. All right. So we'll move to let's see, we did that. All right, so the PS5 60 and 120 FPS. So it could be a glitch because I was listening earlier to Bernard Rowley, and well, no, I bet it was no Bernard Rowley's podcast went down. You had silence because I switched mics, so I went ahead and went to my standard mic and went away from my headset. That's why there was silence. So then my phone rang. But yeah, that's what happened. So, but again, Bernard Rowley's podcast was going on earlier, and then they took his stream down, and he wasn't talking about anything. He was talking about music, and I think at least that's what I thought he was talking about. And boom, his podcast went down. Mm. But again, that's OBS. That's why I have StreamYards. And plus with StreamYards, I can actually share my screen. With OBS, I don't know how to do that. So it's all working out. It's all working out. So yeah. What happened 10 minutes ago? I do not know. The OBS stream stopped. The OBS stream stopped. So but that's all right because it stopped for a lot of people apparently. So, but yeah, now my mic. The reason again, I switched my mic from the headset to the my regular Logitech. So that's all. That's all. That's all that happened. But we'll get back the PS3 patent. We'll talk about that here, and the PS5 6120. So again, guys, if they yeah, I'm having tech issues. Go figure. So if they go ahead and they do this, they go ahead and have the 60 and 120 FPS gaming and things like that because it's already been supported by third party. Eventually, I agree, your first party will get around to it. Don't know when, but I agree that we'll see things from the first to the last. So, like we did with this previous generation that we're in now, this generation we're in now, you had games at the beginning that looked a certain way. Like I was saying before, Lost Legacy is one of the best looking games that I have ever seen. So, Bernard uses StreamYard. Yeah, and again, I don't know why his went down too. I don't know if you all know that or not. So, like I said, it could just be a glitch in the system. So the problem is that with YouTube is trying to get in touch with them. So you're in a time, but no, but again, remember when I use OBS, I always have a backup ready to go because OBS was acting up earlier in the stream. It was buffering. So maybe they took it down. I don't know. But anyway, it says PS5 with backwards compatibility with PS1, which I'll actually may be able to share this now. That's why I do like this. Let's see here. Let's put in PlayStation News. But this is from PC Mag. This is 5 minutes old. Get this up here on the screen. So again, this is just a patent. Doesn't mean they're going to do it. Let me make that clear. So let me share my screen. This is kind of the big story. Now, this is from PC Magazine. This just popped up 5 minutes ago. As you can see there, July 9th. See, we'll go here. So it says Sony patent suggests PlayStation backwards compatibility will happen in the cloud. Again, it's a patent. Don't know if it's true or not. Simply saying that it's a possibility. Well, wants me to enter my email now. So not now. So, but yeah. Let me block it right there too. Just want to show you guys this. This is Sony trails Microsoft when it comes to offering backwards compatibility for older generations of hardware, but a solution may be in the works that relies on streaming. So there's also a story out today that says that Sony is going to be relying more on streaming, and this could be it. We'll have to wait and see how this plays out. But says a large number of game titles across PS1, PS2, and PS3, and various generations of game consoles can be stored and used via the cloud gaming library. These games can be run on a virtual machine that mimics or I believe emulates the operating system associated with each game console. Now, again, this is a patent. It doesn't mean they're going to do it. It just means that this is a possibility that they're going to do it. What's going on, Sonny in VR? Had technical difficulties earlier. YouTube took my stream down earlier, but I'm back. I always have a backup plan. So this FYI, may have to fill that thing out differently this time. But here we go. We're just keeping it going. Like I said, we were kind of coming to the close. I only podcast about an hour, and then I usually go ahead and keep going. So, but says here that so it looks like through emulation, which I guess technically isn't backwards compatibility because it doesn't use a disk, but through emulation it could be possible. So all of us wanting to play SOCOM and maybe even Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3, like myself, will be able to play that on PS5. We'll have to wait and see. We back what happened. Don't know. Honestly, don't know. But I always have a backup plan. So, and here we are. But we were coming to a close anyway. I remember only podcast for about an hour. So JP Loco says that Anchor says that if this was only for PS3 games, you would understand it, but PS2, PS1. Well, again, I don't know. It may not be something like this. And again, this may not be here at launch. All right, it may not come for a year. It may not come at all. So the rec shout out to the REC. He says we got to wait until Sony announce it next month. Well, we have to wait and see if Sony's going to have anything next month because again, nothing's been confirmed through Sony. Again, nothing's been confirmed through them. So we'll have to wait and see. So Sam Ash said he's not losing sleep over it. I'm not either. It's just it's news. It's important to some, not all. Let me make that clear. Again, I don't know why you would want to go back and play some of the older games, but I'm not here to have at it. They got what 800 games on PS now, give or take, maybe more. So maybe Sonny in VR. How are you doing, sir? So how are you doing? But yeah, so it shows more and more like PS Now is going to get more PS1, PS3, but yeah, to be streamed on PS5. That's what I think is going to happen, Gaminator. But again, we'll just have to wait and see. So definitely have to wait and see. So, so it says better wait for an official statement. Well, again, I think that I do believe the story that some things were held back off their initial the June stream. That actually does make sense. But as far as the backwards compatible thing, yeah, I'm just kind of like there's a patent, and goodness gracious, how many patents get filed? You have to file patents to protect the processes that you use in order to do things. It doesn't mean you're going to do them. Doesn't mean you're going to do them, however. So, but yeah. So that's the way that goes, folks. So now it's Q&A time. Do any of the members have any questions about it? So again, PS-5 backwards compatibility with PS-1 through PS-3. There's a patent out. Doesn't mean it's going to happen, but a lot of people it could happen. We don't know. PS5 will do 60 to 120 FPS gaming. There's been a handful of games, and I'm putting that in air quotes, that have said that that said that they're going to go ahead and support 60 frames a second, from the Avengers game to Godfall, and Gran Turismo 7, possibly Demon Souls. I believe somebody brought up Destiny. Again, this is just the truth. You guys can look all this up yourselves. But if anybody is saying, it doesn't matter who it is, doesn't matter where you fall on the fence, whether you like hot dogs or hamburgers, that's the way it is. I don't know why. So Ice Queen says, I just come back from J stream, and I haven't. You talking about Jay who? So Jay who now? Just asking. So because who else is streaming? Is J Dub streaming? So. Oh well, again, Ice Queen, yeah, don't worry about stuff like that. Empress, what's happening, brother? Yeah, I'm gonna have a good day. I went to the pool yesterday, and you all would find this funny. I went to the pool at 1 o'clock. It started raining at like 1:10. I literally got my feet in there and sat on the side of the pool, and then all of a sudden I felt a sprinkle. I'm like, well, that'll pass. Felt another one. Looked up, and it was big old dark cloud. I'm like, uh-oh. So I ended up just doing, I didn't even get my friggin' knee into the pool yesterday. I didn't get my knee into the pool. So, but yeah, Ice Queen, don't worry about people like that. There's, the squeakiest wheel makes the most noise. So it is what it is. So, if that happened on Which Call It stream, then if you want to hit him up about what he may end up doing about it, that's between you guys. I certainly have had my issues with him, so I'll just leave it there. But try not to worry about it, okay? So, Jack Reacher, meaning that he just constantly is reaching for information instead of just waiting for it to come out. It's constant speculation, and then if he's wrong, he won't say, well, I was wrong about that. He'll say, oh, I just said take it with a grain of salt. So henceforth the term Jack Reacher. That's why. Says you hope if we get a PS3 because we can get access PS3. There's a lot of yeah, we'll see. Again, it's a rumor, it's a patent. It is a patent. Okay. And it's a patent, and it doesn't mean they're going to do it. It just means that they've patented a process that may allow them to do it. And if they do end up doing it, it doesn't mean that it's going to happen day one. You got to understand that there are people who are, remember, they lost the whole 4K battle, okay? They lost the whole 4K battle. They lost the ray tracing battle. This is just stuff I can remember. So they ran to their last bit of hope, which is now is frames per second, but there's already been third-party developers who have come out and who have said that they're not, they're going to support 60 frames a second. So, True Virgil, how you doing? Yes, hit that like button if you don't mind. Cause Stone Cold said so. There you go. So thank you for the $3.99 there, True Virgil. I appreciate you, brother. So Xbox lost that. Well, come on, that's going back. Gee whiz, when you're going back almost a decade, give or take. So so we can trade. Wish there was some rain. It's getting hot here. Yeah, well, and it's supposed to be 100 degrees with the heat index today. So that is horrible. So if you're, again, I don't know where you are. I know there's some that live overseas and things like that. Just be careful if you go outside. Make sure you hydrate, stuff like that. So don't be passing out. I gotta run one errand, but that'll be around 3 o'clock or 3-ish. So Selman said saying Sony brute force the SSD on the yeah, it is, and we all know that. And what do you expect him to say? But shout out to King Thrash and the Round Table. Again, I did not listen to that podcast. I am not. And again, go shout out to King Thrash and Draco Royal Flush for doing all that. So I'm okay. Oh yeah, I'm doing all right. It's hot. It's you can tell. I went outside at 5. I'm sorry. I went outside at 7:45, almost 8 o'clock, and it was hot already. I'm like, yep, done. But as far as the stream is concerned, yeah, I'm okay. I mean, like I said, that was OBS, and it was already acting up, but it said I violated some type of guideline. So I don't know what that is. They haven't emailed me to tell me what it was. If they strike something, they have to tell you what it is. See what I'm saying? So, and yeah, so far, so good right now. So, but yeah, the HD thing was old. That's old news. So, but so they wasn't even. Yeah, it could not have been. But at the end of the day, there's a group of people that are gonna push misinformation because they don't want you to buy a PlayStation. Look, they want PlayStation to fail so that PlayStation will put their games on both PC and Xbox, because Xbox is putting their games everywhere. And we've got the tweets, we've got, what do you kids call them, receipts. So Microsoft might purchase Mario and Zelda from Nintendo, not Konami, Sega. Oh, okay. Well, again, I certainly hope whatever they do, it's enough to get their little fanboys back in line. So, I mean, this statement that you brute force an SSD, I don't know how you brute force SSD. I don't. I don't. I mean, they actually have slowed that thing down, according to a lot of people. So, but yeah, flat Earth, y'all are silly. So, but shout out to King Thrash for even for getting that. And they tried to get that interview with him about a month and a half ago, but they weren't able to do it. There's some other stuff happened. So, but yeah, again, guys, check out that membership. I was able to upload a couple of membership streams to people this morning, and they were able to see some playthrough. And I'll load up some more playthrough and go from there. But yeah, I'm going to have a gaming day. I'm not going to. People have asked me to stream Last of Us Part 2, and probably not. I'm going to end up streaming probably my flight sim game. I'm still breaking in my new flight stick that I opened. So I'm going to be flying probably the F-16 today. I'm trying to figure out how to stream it, though, because it would not let me kick back over. So somebody said he lies to keep the stuff. But yeah, again, that's why I don't take him seriously. If that's true, if that's what he said, I mean, those are your words, not mine. That's what I always thought about. A lot of them are just playing a role. Okay, that's all I'm going to say. A lot of them are just playing a role to keep a show going. Okay, they're putting on a show. That's the truth. I mean, that's what they're doing. Again, that's why I'm not going to participate in it, because you can't. To me, if you can't put on a good show without lying, I mean, again, being wrong about something is not lying, but lying is lying. So yeah. And so yeah, that's why I don't listen to their podcast. I mean, I don't diss it though. shout out to all of them. But yeah, it's a show. They're having fun, and shout out to everybody that enjoys it. But I don't listen to that. So I'll listen to Brat. I listen to Scumcast. I listen to Sick Humor's podcast. I listen to the Roundtable, and I listen to Crossfire. Those are the gaming podcasts that I listen to. I'm also subscribed to Mystic. If you want PlayStation news, it's accurate. He gives you good. Oh, also Marlin Gaming Nation. I listen to his podcast. But I'm subscribed to Mystic. He gives you good, solid information. Moore's Law, I sub to him. And, those are the guys that I listen to. Red Gaming Tech, I think that's what it's Paul or Red Tech Gaming, Red Gaming Tech. I listen to him. The people I just named are just accurate. They give out accurate information. So, and, JetBoo Stream. Yeah, I like JetBoo. Yeah, Marlon has a great podcast. I do agree with that. Yeah, I'm a big fan of his. I just happened to find his podcast it's a Wednesday afternoon, and it popped up because I think BitCloud had suggested it, I think. And so I'm like, all right, well, I'll check it out. But it popped up in my mentions, and I'm like, I'll listen. And great podcast. This is before I found this podcast about 3 weeks before PlayStation had their breakdown with Mark Cerny. Whatever Mark Cerny did his thing. Whatever that happened, I can't remember. Whenever that happened, that was it. So, we just talked about that, Eric. Definitely. Yeah, I listen to NX Gamer. Definitely. NX Gamer. Yeah. Yeah, he did a great breakdown yesterday of Codemasters F1 series. Codemasters game again, running 60 frames per second across all platforms. Xbox X uses a form of checkerboarding and dynamic resolution, and PlayStation uses checkerboard resolution. Again, it is what it is. So, that's Crossfire though. I think Mooch and Crap's podcast is Crossfire, but I thought Crap had stopped for a little bit. Now he may be back on there much more consistently now. But yeah, I like Mooch's podcast. I enjoyed Mooch's conversation with the Roundtable the other day. You all haven't heard that podcast. Excuse me, go check out that podcast. That was a great podcast. They did a good one with Crap Gamer. Crap Gamer, he basically put it all out there. Hey, look, the Xbox community wants a 1080p, 720p, 900p moment. They're desperately looking for that. So, and shout out to True Virgil for the $5 holler. Appreciate you, brother. So the Messiah of Xbox has come to lead us. Yeah, pretty much. By telling the truth, I call that having integrity. I shout out to you for the $5 holler. True is the top donator today. Him and I believe it's going to come down, maybe a tie between him and Rice Eater 79. So Mooch and Crap was off. Yeah, Crap Game. I haven't listened to the whole Mooch podcast with Roundtable, but I have listened to Crap Gamers, and that was outstanding. So, and when you understand that he was one of the lead people in the community, and he tells you this stuff. He's being truthful. Hey, look, they truly do want a 1080p, which to me is, I didn't think that was that big a deal. Sony made 1080p televisions. They still do. Okay. So of course they're going to make their console so it takes advantage of those specs. To me, that makes perfect sense. Microsoft targeted the living room, and they only targeted 720p. You got to remember, they only targeted 720p, and they paid for that because, again, it's not like TVs weren't 720p. I had an LG 27-inch 720p television. That's what I had. Okay. I also had a Samsung 720p TV. Okay. But then I had a roommate at the time. he had a credit card. And he was like, look, they've got this TV here, this 1080p. It's $500. Do you just want to split it with me, 250 and 250? I'm like, yeah, let's do it. So I gave him my 250 up front, and he went and bought the TV. It was cool because he bought the TV. I was there, and he bought the TV, and he just gave him my 250. He said, yeah, here's the first 250. So, and then he went back out there over a period of 60 days, and he paid his 250. And he showed me the receipt. Yep, TV's paid off. All right, cool. Says that way questions your mind on some facts and gets you thinking. Well, you got to understand there are three stages what happened in the Xbox community that Sony did. One was Horizon Zero Dawn. PlayStation was not supposed to get games that looked like that. I heard people say this, okay? The next step was the Spider-Man game. That was a heartbreaking IP. It did not matter that Sony had walked out there on stage at E3 multiple times and said that this is a true exclusive game that will only be on the PlayStation. People just did not believe it. People didn't believe it. So what's up, Dan the man? So and then something else that happened in 2018 is God of War won Game of the Year. Now, Game of the Year is subjective. My Game of the Year in 2018 was Detroit Become Human. So every narrative that had been pushed from their community turned out to be junk, turned out to be trash. So a lot of them, after God of War won Game of the Year, you go back to the beginning of 2019. You go to 2019, and what you're going to see is a group of people start bailing. Everybody from MBG, he left. Next Gen, that's when he left. Crack Gamer left. I mean, he started to leave anyway. Everybody, the podcast, is it BGST? It broke up. It split up. It is what it is. So what you have are remnants of that podcast. Shout out to the True Vegan, quoting the 10 Commandments. Probably you all maybe a little too young for that. Yeah, let my people go. So okay, well, Ice Queen, yeah, again, let me make this clear. You gotta, I mean, he's not here, okay? He's not here. So you don't have to worry about him coming here. You're gonna have to contact other people that he streams with and just let them know. So just let them know. Like I said, I'm neutral on that. I've already spoken on him. I don't particularly care for him, but that's so you don't have to worry about that here, okay? So he's not welcome here. He's not blocked, but I don't think he's coming back. So all right. So yeah, let my people go. So so you're thinking about getting a new TV alongside your PS-5 would be a good model to look at. Again, so far, you're looking at the newest Sony 4K TV. Well, that would be the model to get. I'm not going to get a new 4K TV. I'm going to get a monitor. I may end up with a 4K monitor. That's what I'm looking at. So, yeah, Ice Queen. Shout out to you, by the way. Ice Queen is the original member. She's the OG. She's like Black Widow of the Avengers. So she's one of the OG members. So, but yeah, you don't have to worry about him coming here. I mean, let me make that clear. So it makes my members uncomfortable. You're not coming. So let's just put it like that. That's enough for me. But I would just say, yeah, the Sony 4K TV would be fine. I guess you're looking for what, like is it 2.1 HDMI? As far as I know, all that is stuck in the QLEDs and stuff like that. So just have to look for stuff like that. But good luck with it. Good luck with it. Because I'm getting a monitor instead of that. So What's up, CRU royalty? How are you doing? So, what's going on, Paul? Glad to see that you guys are popping back in here. The platform. I got to work this Saturday, so maybe the 18th. If you all talk about Ghost of Tsushima, go ahead and hit me up. So, what do I think of the new Vizio OLED? I have not had a chance to look at it because I'm getting a monitor, but I will look at that. I'll look at that. Well, since we had that technical difficulty, let's see if I can look that up. Vizio OLED TV. I assume it's for 2020. Let's see here. I don't like the price. I can tell you that much. I'll just put it like that. That price is kind of spooky. But again, oh boy, I will start looking at OLED TVs next month for everybody. I'm waiting for a 4K monitor. So, still hoping the PS-5 will have a DisplayPort game. Yeah, very well could. We'll have to wait and see. I can still think. So why did you? I still don't know, Impatient Fire. I keep checking my Gmail, and I'm not getting any. I'm not getting anything from YouTube from it. So, yeah, I'm serious. I mean, I've got something about YouTube creators. I think what happened is we have to fill out. We have to fill out this thing about who the podcast is for. And it was set for under 18, and it could have been it. That could have been it. I don't know. So I'm not for sure. So, but yeah, this FYI, you know. So, but I remember that stream was already buffering too, so I was already having some issues. But yeah, I'm excited about Ghost as well. I got to finish this game that I'm playing now. I'm getting chased by something that you all call the Rat King. So, but I've never been on Twitch before. Matter of fact, if you all could, if you don't mind, you can go ahead and show us how to set up a Twitch stream, the podcast like you guys do, and kind of a tutorial for us poor folk. So, yeah. So yeah. Paul G said he's listening at work. Yeah, man, keeping it clean, Paul G. You don't know who's listening. Obviously, YouTube is listening. So yeah. Thanks. There you go, Dan the man. So I may come over there and ask how to be a voice actor. So that's still hilarious. So. But yeah, but I'm gonna get a 4K monitor for my PS5. You know, that's kind of what I'm, or a 1440p monitor. So, so that's kind of what I'm wanting. I'm just kind of hovering to see which one's gonna be cheaper. I should have pulled the trigger on that AOC, not the Congresswoman. I should have pulled the trigger on that AOC monitor. And it was only $230. I figured I could wait 2 more days, or it was on sale last week for July 4th. I put it in my what's that, Amazon basket, and I came home and it was gone. So I'm still waiting. But they had a 1440p curved monitor for $240. So I should have got that. I mean, that's the whole thing with putting together a PC. Like a friend of mine's like, you always gotta have $300 to $400 just put to the side in case something pops up on sale. You can get a 2070 right now, the game card, the graphics card. I think it's $399 right now. And had I known that was gonna go on sale, I would have bought that instead of buying my the game card that I got, the 5600 XT. So you will message. Oh, yeah, I'm definitely staying. Don't get me wrong. I'm sorry that I don't know what happened because I didn't listen to Big Cloud's podcast. I did tweet him I don't. I mean, I didn't, but he's not gotten back to me yet. So. So yeah. So also a new Batgirl has been, or Batwoman has been cast. I don't know if you all know that or not. That kind of broke late last night. So you know. But yeah. So there's a theme there. Xbox taking L's. Yeah. Well, again, so when BGST broke up, that's that this in closing, when that podcast, when they went their own separate ways, not like they were mad at each other, but when they went their own separate ways, that was kind of the end of it, because people did not really talk about Xbox for a long time. So it is what it is. So Ankano says he's thinking about getting a Hisense 4K UHD TV. Yeah, Lincoln Clay. Hit up Lincoln Clay, because he's got a Hisense 4K TV and he loves it. So, but yeah, hit him up on that. He should be able to definitely give you. And again, the guy at Best Buy, he told me that the Hisense TV was good. He just said it's Hisense, so people don't believe in it. So yeah. So. Nah, shout out to Foxy Games UK. Also, big, before I move on and get on off here, if it turns out that they're doing backwards compatibility, I said if, then everybody needs to give a big shout out to Hip Hop Gamer. Again, I'm just putting that out there. Hip Hop Gamer has been talking about this stuff since the spring. So they own Sharp. Now, see, Sharp, you talking about Hisense or yeah, now see, Sharp and Hisense are considered step-down TVs. But again, if you like what Hisense is bringing to you, pull the trigger. But again, if you're looking for an HDMI 2.1, I think that's what everybody's kind of looking at. You have to buy a 120 hertz TV, and those used to be easy to find. But now they're not. This is why I'm thinking about a monitor even if it's at 1440p, if it's going to be 165 to 144 hertz, I'm good. But I have to wait for those to go on sale. Matter of fact, let's just take a look at them. Let's see here. What is I'm just going to check UHD 4K monitors 100. I mean, I'm not even talking about doing HDR. Yeah, I mean, right now just the ones that popped up for me are this is at 144 hertz. The cheapest one I see is the Predator G-Sync monitor, and it's $599.99. So just and for Amazon, there's a Philips one for $365. There's a Predator one. Yeah. Now here's an LG. This $350. That's actually a pretty good buy for a monitor. Here's a Samsung for $275. I may put this. This is one. So there's some things here. This is a QLED monitor. It's 27. How big is it? Hold on, 28 inch. I'm sorry. Let me just kind of see what it's saying about it. It's got 4 and 5 star reviews on it. Somebody gave it, yeah. I'm just trying to see if it's got the 2.1 on there. I don't see that, but it's got HDR on it. So I'm gonna actually, let me see what I have saved for later. I've got my motherboard saved for later. So I'm gonna, if I wake up tomorrow and I come back from the bank and my motherboard is still there, it's a 450B motherboard. I'm going to go ahead and get that tomorrow. So, Once you went for LG for your first OLED, you can't. Yeah, I don't blame. LG makes an outstanding OLED TV. I don't hate. No. Yeah, see, platforms that have 120 hertz TVs are super hard to get. Well, that's just it. Is that 120 hertz TVs used to be out? I mean, they used to just be out. I had a 1080p 240 hertz TV back in the day. I mean, back in the day, it was gorgeous. So I remember I got rid of it too. If you have your PC hooked up your TV, you can force 120 hertz in the video options. Thankfully, yeah. Again, this is why I'm going to get a monitor. Okay, this is why a monitor is in my future. Okay, that's all I can say. Looks like the monitor may be an August buy if I get my motherboard tomorrow. So, and once the motherboard comes in, then that PC will go into the shop. We'll probably go into the shop probably in August. I got to pay my rent is due. So yeah, at the end of the month. So yeah. Now there's other monitors you can get that are curved, but yeah, I'm gonna have to this Samsung UH750, I'm gonna have to make sure I keep an eye on that because 275 is not bad. It's not bad at all. So, but hit that like button, people. I'm gonna get on out of here and see what is going on. I'm try to finish beating. What do y'all call it? The Rat King. I don't know if I can beat it or get away from it or however you want to, whatever it is. So, but it looks like something out of Resident Evil. And yeah, like I said, there are, to me, all zombie games are Resident Evil clones. What makes The Last of Us stand out are the characters, the writing. So, yeah, I agree. Not 120 hertz doesn't mean 120 FPS. I don't disagree with that. I don't disagree with that. And again, these TVs could update. Samsung's TVs always update themselves. If you get a Samsung TV, always turn on auto update. So just FYI. Okay. So FYI, but good catch there, Phaedra Socrates. Yeah. But all right, guys, I'm gonna get on off here. Thanks a lot for coming by. Thanks so much for the super chats. Shout out to everybody that donated. Again, the money will go towards it will go to the monitor. It will go to the monitor. That's the new thing I'm starting is my monitor drive. So shout out to Marlon Gaming. He's got Dono Wars. I've got Monitor Wars. So my goal will be once again half of 275, which is what here. I'll come to the community and we'll ask. Let's see here, 275 divided by. There we go. So the first 140 is already paid for. Okay, I'll put the 140 in. So I'll just whenever I'm able to get the other 140, we'll take care of that. Okay. But all right, guys, I appreciate everybody here. Love you all. Sorry about the technical difficulties earlier. Trying to figure out what happened with that. But yeah, this is why I got a backup stream. And that's why I got a backup stream, because you never know what's going to happen. So, all right, then. You all take it easy. You all stay blessed. And shout out to everybody that came through the platform live, all the new members. Shout out to you all. And everybody that donated today. I really appreciate all the super chats because you all can go anywhere and throw the money anywhere. But you all decided to support the podcast, and I do appreciate it. So we'll just keep going and doing what we're doing. And we're approaching 1,320 people. So shout out to everybody that's come by. And remember, the original goal was 50. So shout out to everybody that's here. You all have it. Take it easy. You all stay blessed. Peace.